radio.com check-in right now with Tiësto. How are you? How's everything going?
Everything is going great. I can't complain.
Yeah, congratulations on your beautiful baby girl. You seem so happy.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm super happy. It's the best gift I got this year. Especially with this lockdown, it's so nice to spend time with her and go through this whole process. And I can't complain. I've been very lucky.
Yeah. I mean, that definitely has to be good because with your career, you'd probably travel so much that you wouldn't be able to get that time back.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's like the perfect time for a sabbatical.
Yeah, definitely. So you described having her as giving you emotions you didn't know you had. Have those emotions played into creating any music?
Well, not directly yet, but I think she's only barely 3 months, so it will take a while. But what I did notice is when she gets fuzzy and I play my track "The Business," she always gets quiet.
Really?
So, yeah. So
there you go. You created your own lullabies.
Yeah, I also played it in the car a lot before it came out, and she was still in the womb. And then she always started kicking when she heard the song. So I think she has a special connection with the song. So
that's how you know that it's going to work in the clubs, because how else can you tell right now? So you
that's the way you can tell. So I'm going to play her everything.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, hey, The Business is your latest single, and I genuinely mean this. It is one of my favorite songs on the radio right now. It is so good.
Oh, amazing. That's so nice to hear.
Yeah, absolutely. And the music video is so cool. How did you come up with the concept for that?
Well, the director came up with the concept, and I right away really liked it because it's so original and fresh, and it's a great storyline. And I thought it would be nice to do something different than the typical dance music video.
Yeah.
You have like cars and women driving and everything, and so it's really cool to have something really like a story, and it's a cool, funny story. It's very entertaining.
Yeah, definitely.
Watching the video, before you know it, it's 2 minutes later. You haven't even realized it. So yeah.
And I felt like the zombie theme kind of fits with the music, and it worked really well together. How did you guys choose Casey Frey for it?
I mean, he's such a great actor like that. He has all these crazy moves, and I think that's why.
Yeah, definitely. So the part 1 of the song dropped earlier this year. Earlier last year? Sorry, it's 2021 now. But when did you start working on it?
I started working on it in March last year.
So was it like right before or right after lockdown?
Right after lockdown.
Okay.
Yeah. And then in the end of March, I was like, well, by the end of April, everything is back to normal, right? So, and I was like, let's get down to business, back to normal. I really felt a connection right away with the song.
Oh, okay. So that's kind of where the idea came from.
That's kind of where the idea came from. Yeah. So not literally, but it was just like, you want to start going again. Let's get down to business. Let's do something, and then, it just stuck with me. And then, when we released it in Europe first, the reactions were overwhelming. It was like such a slow builder and it kept going, and now it's a big hit everywhere. So it's really, really cool to see that I have this hit now. So I'm very, very excited.
Yeah, that's amazing. So when did you decide to bring in the part 2 with Ty Dolla $ign and create like a different version of the song?
Well, that was his version. So he was like, I love the original and I would like to do a remix. And I was like, well, yeah, I mean, I love your music and you're a super talented artist. So please go ahead. And then he made this whole new versions on it. And I think it sounds really cool. It's a great remix,
Yeah, definitely. And I like that you guys called it a part 2, because it's kind of like a different chapter of it instead of taking what's already great and making it into something else.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's like almost like an answer to the original or something. Like it's really cool.
Yeah, definitely. What you do is so interesting to me because, I mean, your music, its purpose is to dance and make people happy, right?
Yeah.
So what is the method behind figuring out what works and how to evolve it? Because you've been creating, different types of dance music for so long now.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. Like I always try to keep it interesting for myself and try to evolve. And always try to surprise people with something new. I think that's what keeps it fresh for everybody, for myself, and hopefully also for the people who like my music. So, and now with this lockdown, I also see another shift that I make more music that is nicer to listen to and not necessarily just to dance to. Like before, I made a lot of festival bangers, I call them.
Yeah.
It's like bangers for festivals, but you can never play those on the radio. This doesn't happen. So now I make a little bit more like car radio kind of music, and I save the festival instrumental bangers for when we're back to party mode. Like
do you enjoy making one more than the other?
The what?
Do you enjoy making one more than the other, like festival bangers versus like radio songs?
Well, it's a completely different vibe. So it's yeah, you can't commit. It's apples and oranges, you know. So the festival bangers, I already know, like, okay, I'm gonna play this tonight at EDC at this moment, and the crowd will go nuts.
Yeah.
But with a radio song, you know, I just like it myself. I like to listen to it, but it's a mix of my personal taste with what I like to listen to on the radio, and it's a different vibe. But it's it's very challenging. It's very hard to make a good radio song.
It has to be gratifying, though, you getting into this and doing in your mind what you think will work, and then actually seeing it do super well on the radio, and you're like, oh no, I do know what to do.
Yeah, no, it's the best compliment ever. You know, I look at the charts, and I'm between Billie Eilish and Ariana Grande and Taylor Swift, and I'm like, that's pretty cool, you know. You know, you're competing with the biggest artist in the world on that level with the radio hit. So. And it's top 20 now worldwide, so it's really incredible. You know, that's the best compliment I can get. You know. Yeah,
that is incredible, and you should be proud, because it's like you have now, like, it's like, what can't he do? You know, you can make great music that we can hear in Vegas and at EDC, and then, you know, but then we can play on our radio stations in top 40, and it just works so well.
Yeah, and what I like about the business is it actually works everywhere. I can play it on a festival, I can play it in Vegas, and you can play it on the radio. So it's like. This is the perfect track that goes everywhere, you know?
Yeah.
I can picture myself playing it in Vegas as the opening track of my show. You make the whole club dark, and then you just hear the strings and then the voice, like, let's get down to business. I think that's going to do very well.
I know, I've seen you in Vegas, and like, that's what I pictured when I heard that song, is like, I can't wait to go back to Vegas and actually be able to hear this. It's going to feel so good.
Oh, amazing. Yeah. No, you should come when everything is over, you know?
Yeah. So do you have any plans? Are you trying to set any plans to do any shows yet, or can you just not because of the way things are?
Well, we have scheduled a lot of shows, but yeah, it's just all up in the air. So I mean, Tomorrowland for the summer is planned, and another festivals, some festivals in Europe are planned. Vegas shows are planned, but everything is, until we know for certain we can go back open, then we can announce the shows. But for now, we just every week we're waiting, and so
yeah. It's got to be difficult too for your genre of music, because you guys, I would say, have to have the least non-COVID friendly genre of music, because they're all jumping on each other, sweating, like
no, exactly.
all over people you don't know.
Yeah, but you don't hear much about it. But a lot of people in our industry are suffering, you know, this year, because. Yeah. A lot of people lost their jobs, and also artists, you know, that were about to break through, you know, they need the live shows to make it. And then, you know, 1.5 years later, people forget about people, you know. It's just, it's a shame. You've got that our industry got hit really hard, you know.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, because it's also like, I mean, you can do live stream performances, but it's the energy that you rely on.
Yeah, and like you said, like, people like to be on top of each other and like to jump and sweat. You know, that's what human beings do. Like, we like to be social butterflies and be hugging with each other. You know, plur, right?
Well, you've been at this. Yeah, and you've been at this for such a long time now. Is there one story that sticks out in your head, looking out into the crowd while performing, whether it was at a music festival in Vegas, the weirdest thing you've seen looking into a crowd during one of your sets?
The weirdest thing, I don't know. I mean, in my world, nothing is weird, you know. This is like
very fair.
When you go to EDC, you see a lot of things in the crowd, and you're like, yeah, I've seen it all now. So it's nothing is really weird. It's just all funny or exciting, or yeah. I don't really see much weird things, but maybe I'm just in this weird world. For me, the weird is normal. Yeah. So.
Yeah, you see a couple getting it on, and you're like, oh, it's just another set. This is what I do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. So is the business, like, part one and part two, is it part of a new project maybe that you're working on, or is this just what you're doing right now?
Well, it's definitely I think it's the first single of a new album.
Ooh.
Like, yeah. So I'm working on an album. I've been working on this album since March.
Okay.
So we try to figure out the second single after this, and I have some great songs I'm working on right now. So yeah, I'm excited. We got a lot more ammunition coming. So
I'm excited. So do you have like an end date in mind when you know this is going to be done, or just whenever you finish it?
Well, I try to get it done as soon as possible, but it will take some time. You know, it's you can't rush art. You know, it's always a process. So I hope to get it finished by, what is it? It's February already, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully by the summer. I hope to have it finished. But the main focus right now is to get the follow-up single for the business, and to make sure. But it's going to be something that sounds completely different, because I never do the same thing, right? So it's like, if you go from Jackie Chan to with Post Malone to this, it's like completely different style of music. So, and I like that, like keep it super broad and for the variety going.
Definitely. Jackie Chan is like one of my all-time favorite songs, by the way. One of my friends actually used it as like their big walkout song during their wedding when you walk into the reception, and I swear it changed the energy of the entire building. It is so good.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's funny, because a lot of people, they used my John Legend remix of All of Me as the wedding song. That's the one they use a lot. But I never heard people use Jackie Chan as a wedding song.
Well,
cool.
It wasn't like the first dance. It was like, when the couple like first walks into the reception and there's like all that energy kind of.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, of course.
Started. Yeah.
Then let's get the party started. I thought walking down the aisle of Jackie Chan. It's interesting.
I would have put it past people though to do that.
What?
I said I would not put it past people to do that though.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Tiësto, thank you so much for doing a radio.com check-in. Good luck with everything. And of course, we will keep playing the song because it's so good.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
Yes, you too.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell for all notifications from radio.com. While you're at it, why don't you check out some of our other great videos.